On Friday, the UH-Hilo Alumni and Friends Association held a celebratory reception in honor of Team Poli'ahu, the university's own 2013 Microsoft Imagine Cup national champions.
There are things that make your day, there are things that make your week. This made my year.
State dignitaries and university leaders expressed their gratitude for the hard work and talent of these three young men, Mike Purvis, Wallace Hamada, and Ryder Donahue, as well as a fourth, Caton Summers, who was not present for the event.
Signed, Governor Neil Abercrombie, Governor, State of Hawaii.
Recognition was bestowed upon them from the governor's office, U.S. Senators Brian Schatz and Mazie Hirono, state representatives, and the mayor. The team was victorious in the San Jose, California competition that involved the top 10 U.S. teams pitching their innovative ideas, addressing the world's toughest problems, to investors, entrepreneurs, and technology professionals. Team Poli'ahu's application entitled Help Me Help, which focused on community help for disaster relief efforts, took the top prize. But the idea for Help Me Help actually evolved from a different beginning, an origin that also serves to explain the team's name. Here is team member Mike Purvis.
So the idea is, on Mauna Kea there are very few rangers, and there's a lot of visitors. People get bussed up there, and it's very possible for seeds from different countries to get brought up on the shoes of different visitors. We want to ensure that that doesn't, take over on this very important preservation summit. So the idea was, let's let visitors capture a bunch of pictures of the plants for us, and using this technology we'd be able to crowdsource if there are invasive plants up there. So we pitched this idea to Microsoft for this first part of the competition, and we got in. We were amazed. So we're all sort of like island boys, right? And so we're used to, waving at your neighbors and even cars if you're going down Hawaiian Acres or whatever. But that is not the scene in Silicon Valley. In Silicon Valley, MBAs from Harvard go there so that they can, cut people's throats and make $1 billion. And that was also an interesting part of our experience there, was having that sort of that mainland, in-your-face attitude. I remember we were talking about the possibility of going on with the native invasive species, and we had one of our Harvard MBA guys anchor, be just straight up and say why do I care about your plants? I'm like, oh well, they're invasive, but no, I don't care about your plants. Tell me why. And I think that kind of helped startle us into the reality of okay, we're in a different place. This isn't Kansas. This is Silicon Valley. If we want to keep going, we're gonna have to make some major changes. All of that time that we somehow spent, full-time students doing this competition, ended up being a huge boon to our chances.
Ryder Donahue had the pleasure of demonstrating the app.
So now I have the honor of giving you the live demonstration to prove that we actually have done something. So on our map, each one of these entries represents a real upload that someone has taken a photo with their camera and uploaded to our servers. This is all directly from the cloud. I just scraped this just a couple minutes ago. And you can see from the little icons, these little water droplets mean there's been flooding, there's some fires, damaged structures, road obstructions. If we want to get more detail on one of these points, we can just basically click on it. See, there's some flooding. It'll show us the photo of these fake cars that are obviously not downtown Hilo, but we can get some nice managerial information out of that. What street it's on, Banyan Drive. If I was the fire department, for example, I'm only really interested in looking at the fires. So, given this, I can see there's some big fires being reported downtown and by the dock. So if we zoom in here and we switch to our aerial map, obviously we have some problems down at the docks where all the chemical plants are. So, they're going to need to know to allocate more resources to this potentially very hazardous situation.
The team now heads to St. Petersburg, Russia for the Imagine Cup Worldwide Finals in July.